Hi, my name is Walt, I'm 18 years old, and this is how I became an actual actor represented by an agency in just 1 week. Alright, so kicking things off, we flew from Kansas City to Orlando for our connection, where naturally things got delayed a little bit, so after playing Retro Bowl for an hour, we were finally able to board on our flight from Atlanta to Orlando and arrive at our destination. Upon arrival, not much happened except I did do a photo shoot where I got all these pictures for my comp cards that I would give agencies at Callbacks. So then you fast forward a few hours later to orientation and...
became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Yeah, that's when I knew this week was going to be awesome. So after a fairly relaxed first day and getting acquainted with my roommates and then going to the gym at 5 a.m., day 2 was the first day of competitions. For me and everyone else, that meant the first competition was runway modeling. Now, obviously from the title of this video, I have a preference for acting over modeling, but I was still determined to nail my runway walk.
232. 233.
I think that went well. So now that I had gotten my only modeling competition out of the way, it was time for me to lock in and focus on acting. So as any reasonable person would do, I embraced my Kenergy.
Cause I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny?
Then it was time for my second competition of the day, Improv. That's me, standing in front of a bunch of really important people who I needed to make a good impression on. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, but who's that next to me? That's my buddy Tobias, who I hadn't seen in years, but we played football together our freshman year of high school, before I had transferred. Small world. So when I ended up being partnered up with him, a lot of the nerves went away and the all-star duo was formed.
234. Two friends are at Starbucks and one is embarrassed by their friend's complicated order.
Okay, so I want a coffee chai mocha latte with extra sprinkles and then reduced sprinkles, low decaf on top of the...
Oh, bro. Why?
It's very... What?
What do you mean why? That's too complicated, bro. Come
It's
on.
not that complicated. It's their job. They're professionals.
Bro, just get like anything else that is not that complicated. Like a caramel latte or something. Like
You know what? Fine. Okay?
Yeah. What?
I will get a hot chocolate with sprinkles, whipped cream.
Bro! Just add one more.
Look.
The hell?
I'd say it went pretty well. Then there was a swimsuit competition, which I did not participate in, and after that, I took some fun pictures, which ended up including my roommate Joseph. Finally, to end our first day of competitions, we had a big white night party, which, honestly, I left the moment I got the chance. I was exhausted, but the week was just getting started. Oh yeah, also, I apparently met my, long-lost sibling. Hi, Hallie. 2 days in and everything is going pretty well, and I was determined to keep the ball rolling on day 3, starting with the cold read competition. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage because it was in a closed off room where no one was allowed to film, but, I'd say it went pretty well. Then immediately after that, it was time for the monologue competition. My monologue is definitely what I spent the most time preparing for this competition. So, as Taylor Swift once said,
La 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 la, this is my SNL monologue.
But everybody keeps telling me like I'm the one, I should change. Why should I change? I never even got to find out who I am. You want me to change? That's crazy. Tell me I'm bad before I even get to be anything. What the hell is that? Original sin or something? I read Plato. I read him on a park bench in the Bronx. Let me tell you something. Plato, he wasn't afraid. Diogenes, he wasn't afraid. Socrates, he wasn't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster, not the students? You understand? How come I have to earn your respect, but you don't have to earn mine? What is that? It's you who wants the A before you even start. But when I said I want the same thing, I'm nuts, right? I'm not gonna cry. Thank you.
La 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 la, that was my SNL monologue.
I didn't get a medal for this one, but I got something later in the competition for this monologue that might honestly have been a little bit better. Anyways, after getting both those competitions done before 10 in the morning, I was done with passport discovery for the day. However, I wasn't exactly done with my day, as I'll briefly pass the mic over to Past Me.
Hello guys, I'm back. Logging again. Hey yo, good morning Logang, what's poppin'?
Why was I so excited? Well, for the first time in my 18 years of life, I got to go to Disney World's Magic Kingdom, the most magical place on earth. We arrived right as the parade had started. We went to Cinderella's castle. We rode many rides, ending with the Under the Sea ride. I truly finally understood why it was called the most magical place on earth. It was absolutely brilliant. However, I couldn't keep my head in Disney World as there was still one last performance I had to give. On day 4 of the competition, things were slowing down, but pressure was at its highest as we were down to our final competition, television commercial. Everyone had to participate, and for it, we had to memorize a 15-second commercial and deliver it in a manner that agents and managers would remember us fondly. Again, it was our last chance to make an impression. So when picking a commercial, I decided to stick with my roots and go with what I know best, sports.
232.
Football fans, we've heard your cries. Favorite September is a lifetime. That's why you can get the best NFL coverage 365 days a year on the NFL Network. When all you want is football all year long, the NFL Network has you covered.
At the end of the day, I'll always love sports, and that's why I felt like this was the perfect commercial for me. And in the end, it did pay off. So overall, that was a good choice. It was either that or a commercial about my hair, which, I mean, I could have done that one. After the TV commercial competition, we were told we'd receive our callbacks at about 8 o'clock. So in the meantime, I got to go to some really cool workshops. At one, this really cool guy got to speak. His name is Cody Durr, and he may or may not be this new Disney character named Arthur Quinn.
Key. What do you have hiding in here, Grandma?
All in all, Cody was a really cool dude, really nice, gave me some good advice, and told me to just reach out if I ever need anything. And I already have since then, and he's great. So go follow him on Instagram after this video. Lucky for me, as I was waiting for the time to pass, I got to go back to Disney World, this time going to Disney's Hollywood Studios, which meant I got to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney World in Hollywood Studios, which, as some longtime subscribers, my friends and family know, is kind of my dream come true. I love Star Wars so much. Me and 3 other contestants went together, and do you guys remember that TikTok challenge I mentioned earlier? Well, it started raining, so...
Every time I'm walking to my car and it's raining, I just want to be like, I have successfully made contact with the Prime Minister of Camino. They are using a bounty hunter named Jango Fett to create a clone army.
Then, after a really long line, we went on the ride that healed my inner child. It genuinely felt like I was in Star Wars. The stormtroopers, the Imperial officer actors, and everything was just so cool. Also, this is my friend Isaiah Castillo. He's a really good dancer and wanted to be in the video. I literally had like a minute-long conversation with one of the Imperial officers, then we got to go through this.
What in the magic?
We're in Star Wars.
What in mechanical love?
I remember after the ride, I kept telling my group, this was the single greatest experience of my life. That's how cool it was. Then we left the park after riding a few more rides as the rain wasn't laying up at all. And as we were walking back into our hotel, that's when it happened. I got the email. I received several callbacks from multiple agencies and managers, all of whom I was set to meet with the following morning. And so there you have it. Obviously, I wasn't able to get footage of callbacks, but we did have an Emmy/Oscar style award ceremony afterwards where me and Hallie looked even more like siblings. I walked away with a couple of medals, and you remember when I said I got something a little better than a medal for my monologue? Well, I got a $1,000 scholarship to the New York Conservatory of Dramatic Arts' Summer Intensive Acting program that I intend on doing next summer. And then to wrap things up, we had our happily ever after dance. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since Passport Discovery. I literally last week just signed officially with my agencies, and I just got off a Zoom call with the New York Conservatory of Dramatic Arts, and I will officially be doing their summer program next summer. And my point in telling you guys this is not to flex, not to brag, but it's to say that if me, some random kid from Kansas who likes making videos on the internet can do it, you can do it too. So chase your dreams, pursue them relentlessly. A great quote that sits in my mind is that the distance between dreams and reality is called action. It's a quote I heard a while ago, and it sits with me, and I think about it a lot, especially with this, because I literally Googled acting opportunities near me a year ago, and it snowballed into this. And obviously I have so much left to do, so much to prove. I'm literally just getting started in that, and then on this space I still have so much to do, but I want to get better every day. And what I've learned so far from making content and the little bit I have really learned in this acting space is that you can do literally anything you set your mind to. So just do it. Just go out, be legendary, be great. And I guess that's all I have for that. Thank you all for watching. Y'all are awesome. You guys know this. If you're new here and you made it this far, hit the subscribe button. I mean, you might as well, you're already here. But, for those of you who have been here, or even just everyone watching this video right now, and then my friends and family who have been there, thank you guys for the constant support, and I'm back.
On to another state. I eat like a boss, but I feed groupie bitches steak and shake. To wake and bake. Ooh, anime ate the cake.